Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
In this mad ass fucking city.
Yeah.
Niggas is dying, niggas is banging, and whoom. That was his direction of getting me on the record. So when I look at youngsters now who rapping, you can say there's a few dudes out there who want to portray. Lil Baby tells stories.
He tells stories.
His
Baby
growing
shit.
up.
And you can tell it's authentic.
Yeah. You can tell, like I even watched this
Lil Durk.
I even watched this little documentary.
Oh, that was so hard. Yeah.
He came from I was a nigga like me. You
Yeah.
get me? Going to my auntie's houses. We ain't got shit, we playing with each other. Nigga, we ain't got the best of clothes on and but it's just the love and the sense of being from the neighborhood, and you can see that, or you can hear it in songs where he's not doing it because he got to rap with Cardi B, or he got to rap with Nicki Minaj, or I got to rap when it's real, true, heartfelt songs about the hood and niggas dying and what I seen through. And he came up just like a lot of us.
Right.
Poverty-stricken ass young black men with moms and them on food stamps and shit.
Man.
He come from a lot of, that's where you get that shit from.
That's
and then
real.
sometimes they try to knock you off the path because you get successful and they want you to do this and that, and they change up your clothes, and now you're wearing, designer Prada.
Right.
You give it to a young nigga because sometimes we don't know that direction. I did the same shit.
Right.
When I was a young nigga selling dope. I ain't had no money. Nigga put money in my hand. What I do? Nigga, I went and bought lowriders and
kind of
dualies
shit.
and fucking houses and nigga Rolex chains and shit like that. It took me a time to get mature to go, why I got 5 cars in my driveway? I only drive one of them motherfuckers.
Rest of this shit devalued.
Why I got 3 Rolex watches in here and shit, and nobody give a fuck about that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Sold all that shit and chains, and I had to get mature to go, none of this shit means shit if I can't keep a roof over my son's head or feed my kids or do shit like that. So it's just all in maturity, man. It's all in maturity.
In closing, I want to talk about just that, the future, and what I love you in the podcasting space because I love to hear you dropping that knowledge, and I think I try to encourage more OGs to get into it. You don't have to be a rapper, right? We just need this knowledge to be spreaded around, right?
It's hard, but once you get comfortable with it, it's easy to talk to motherfuckers, man.
And your expertise, like, no matter what your age on somebody, we all come from the streets, but you're gonna be able to teach the next generation, right from wrong, because like you said, a lot of dudes ain't got no pops and shit. And
a lot of dudes don't like to listen to.
They don't like to listen.
I tell you, I was 17, 18, you could tell me shit. Straight up. You can't. And you might have knew everything.
Yeah.
You done been through it. As an older nigga, as an OG, he could teach me something. But come on, man. Half these young dudes now, they got the same mentality you had as a young nigga trying to come up. Don't tell me shit. I know what I'm doing, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
My partner booked you for a show, and he told me, he's from here, but he booked you in, like, I don't know, Kansas City, somewhere else. And he said, you want to know what the deal breaker was for MCA, whether he was going to do my show or not? I said, what? He said, that nigga said he had to get back to his son's football game.
Yeah.
He said, if I can't, fuck this show. I was like, what? He's like, nigga, he said, if you don't get me back to my son's game, I ain't fucking with it. I said, but I'm saying we need to show our community, nigga. This is MCA. This the nigga that is from Compton. This is the nigga. This is a gangster.
Something that's very valuable because we've already had situations where a lot of these young men, these boys,
have that absent father.
Yeah, man. And I grew up. My mama was strong as hell. But, I talked to my dad. I knew where he was, but the nigga was in a different state. I didn't feel that, so when I had my son, even though I got daughters, I just felt like I had to be in a different place with him.
Absolutely.
You get me? Because I see it. I coach. I'm a football coach. I coach little kids. I see when nobody show up but grandmama. Or mama drop them off and then take off. And then at the end of practice, while I'm fucking around with my son and we giggling and throwing the ball to him. It's kids over there sitting on the curb waiting to be picked up, and like, and I'd be like, I wonder how a kid feel like when they see me and my son and go, damn, Karan, dad.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that relationship.
And not only is he the coach, but he this rapper, and and Karan is here with him.
Man.
You know, that would always make me go like, damn, where niggas at though? And I get it. I went to jail. I did all that shit, but it's just something different with the young men. You know what I'm saying? So I made it a point to like, oh, I come do the show. Show what? Friday? I come do it. You gotta get me home the next morning.
Right.
Gotta get me on the first thing smoking.
Right.
I gotta be up out of here, especially if I'm back east somewhere.
Yeah.
We 3 hours different. If I leave at 6 o'clock, it's still motherfucking 3 a.m. in LA.
Yeah.
I could be at his game by 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So I stress that.
Man, big respect. I love that, man.
That to me, that does something to a kid when he's able to. Motherfucker, my son was in the Super Bowl, 12 years old, had a tour in Europe. He made the Super Bowl. Game was that Sunday. I flew 26 hours straight just to get back, and I made it 3 minutes before the game was over.
Wow.
And when he saw me in the stands, the nigga threw a touchdown.
Wow.
So it's shit like that.
That shit means something, man.
It means something.
That shit means something.
And now, my son is 18, star athlete at his high school. He's on a college trip right now, getting ready to make his decision where to go to school. You don't get that when you don't show the presence of family.
Shout out
You
young
don't get
Karan,
that.
man.
Some, not disrespecting, because we got a lot of strong single mamas out here. And we got to
Absolutely.
shout them out
Absolutely.
for the ones that raising the kids on their own. But it's just something that when you can show the influence as a father to your son, it make a whole difference as a man. My son ain't never got in trouble.
Yeah.
He ain't never been in trouble at school. Ain't got no bitch pregnant. Ain't never had no run-in with the police.
Man.
And don't claim no game.
Man.
You get me?
Man.
So,
Hey, success. Hey, success. That's success.
That's that shit right there.
That's success.
That's that
hey,
shit.
Banks, man, I gotta say this too before we close, man. You know, people see you on the gram, but you almost like you almost ghost, man. You almost James St. Patrick.
What you talking about?
But when they see you pop out, you look like Banks that left.
Right.
So what do Banks be doing, man? What is Banks doing in these days?
Banks take care of his kids,
Huh.
hanging, doing my thing. I play a whole lot of golf.
Okay.
If you look on my social media, sometimes you might see me live somewhere with me and my homies playing golf. I do my little real estate, still heavy duty in the music. You know what I mean? I just don't. For me, growing up, we didn't have no social media. We didn't have all of this being social. Being this social was kind of like frowned upon in our day. You know what I mean?
Niggas didn't even like taking pictures.
Right. So then when it's like when the scene when it first really popped up and got popular, I would say like 05, 04, 05, when the Facebook and all that shit got popular, all of the quiet motherfuckers that I would always see is the loudest motherfuckers on social media. You know what I mean? So it's like for me, it left a little bad taste in my mouth to want to be telling my business. Oh, I'm at Starbucks. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm driving on the freeway. Oh, it's hella traffic. I don't post like that. I don't have time to sit there and try to let somebody track my every moment on fucking social media. For me, I feel like, nigga, if I need to promote something or let everybody know what time it is with me or this, that, and the other, or, man, just post a recent picture of yourself. Man, this is me. You know what I mean? It ain't a whole lot of gray going on. It ain't a whole lot of just whatever it is. I might have, but I ain't finna be posting all my business and doing all of this if it ain't got nothing to do with some real business.
Right.
My personal shit is my personal shit. If you know me, nigga, text me, call me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But for me to have to communicate with somebody live and direct on social media,
I
miss
feel
me with that.
And I love that you keep your integrity, because that's one thing that old school rappers know how to do is keep the mystique.
Yeah, exactly.
These niggas show you everything. Like, brother, I don't even like your shit no more because you didn't let me see how goofy you are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And
There you go.
Anything y'all want to leave the people with? I know, Eiht, you had dropped a project too that I thought was dope with Primo. Like that was crazy.
Right.
Like,
Which Way is West?
Which Way is West? Anything y'all want to leave the people with? I know we about to go attend. That's why I got to get these brothers going. They about to attend one of the greatest shows that done touched the Bay with the Soul B concert series, honoring Banks and the Minister Society film featuring Eiht. We gonna have Puma in there, man. After all these years, when y'all see each other and being where y'all at, ain't it a good feeling, man, to just say, man, motherfucker made it to be old man. Motherfucker healthy, breathing, still able to get out and do shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro, because when we came into this game, man, we never thought. I met this man in like 92, 93.
Yeah.
30. It's been 30 years, bro. It's over
Crazy.
30 years.
Crazy.
And the bottom line is like, we never would have thought we would be right here 30 years later still doing the show.
Yeah.
Hip hop is a young man's game, man.
Yes.
By the age 30, you really supposed to be out of this motherfucker doing something else.
Yes.
But being that as influential as this motherfucker is, and you know, a whole host of other rappers, they are able to extend their careers all the way through their 50s and possibly in their 60s. We don't know yet. But the bottom line is they still here, still relevant. Motherfuckers is checking for us, and we gonna give them what they want us to give them, not what somebody else is doing. Oh man, do what the new youngsters is doing this. We need y'all to do this. No, they want us to be the OGs. They want us to be what we do.
Right.
Give us what we give them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
And OG, stop ignoring y'all audience. What
Absolutely.
do the old niggas listen to?
Exactly.
Like, give them some new shit, give
and
them some classics.
I swear the OGs swear they fans died. They all did. No,
that's
they
real.
looking for them to make some newer shit. It ain't got to sound like the brand new shit.
Right.
Make them, make it sound like what the fuck we listen to.
That's real.
You feel me?
Even though since we talking about social media before we go, I need you to shout out y'all social medias or anything y'all want people to hit y'all on for business.
Real Land Banks,
Real and Banks.
IG, Space 87. Me and my nigga Big Zeke.
Shout out Big Zeke.
Absolutely, man. We got a lot of production shit going on right now. We got about 4 or 5 songs on the Mount Westmore. I don't know if they all on the new. They not all on the first release, but it's a few more in the can. And you know, my nigga Short still got me in the studio, man.
That's
so
love.
we working on a 2 Short album as well, man. So look out for that. That one is gonna be that shit.
That's gonna be that one.
Gonna be a whole lot of me and Short.
That's dope.
Old school, new school.
That's dope.
Bringing that shit back, so it's gonna be a good look. So.
Eiht, you got the podcast. You still doing that?
Yeah, we just signed up for a new season of Gangster Chronicles. Me and my boy Steele, working on that. I'm about to transition into my own podcast. About to open a dispensary, and just working on music, man. I've been in the studio. Probably got about 50 songs recorded, 30, 40, 50 songs. Just working. I put out 2 little independent projects last year called Lessons. So check that out if you ain't checked out Lessons. Real good shit. Got a lot of guest appearances on there. Working on a new project right now. So just trying to stay busy, man. Trying to get my son into college. Like I said, he about to graduate high school.
You gonna think of sending him to Dion?
I tell my son like this. As a young black man, you don't want to miss out no opportunities. So he gonna go whoever want him,
right?
Who wants him to play,
and where they need him,
and who's willing to help with his college education. And you know, college is expensive. You know, so with him playing football, hopefully we get a D1 scholarship somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, right now he's up at Valparaiso University in Indiana. He's liking it. He's calling me, telling me that, you know, so my thing is just try to get that free education and become something than what people don't expect.
Hell yeah.
And everything is all good.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
sir. I got that anthology of Anthony Banks book coming out too this year, man. So
that's gonna be hard.
The Big Badass. It's hard too, bro. It's got a soundtrack to it and everything, man. So look for that towards the summer. to 2023.
Be ready for it.
Absolutely.
I'm at Lord Rab on everything. We had No Vultures on everything. Another one for me, man. Sitting down with these two legends. Y'all know. Doing this shit, I get to live my dreams, right? I get to. I'm sitting down listening to niggas.
I'm gonna say this to you too, bro. It's so fucking easy doing an interview with somebody that's a hip hop historian. Wasn't that shit crazy? Like, this motherfucker know all this shit about you. You just like, man, a lot of motherfuckers come dumbfounded and all that. Bro, you know your shit. And we love you, man. Thanks for having us on here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. We gone, man.
Play all blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil